32-minute rounds as announced by our ring announcer and soon-to-be play-by-play commentator, Kara Rowe here. This might be another quick one in regards to the intensity. It might be fast, it might be heavy. Got two lightweights here ready to go at it.
Good job. That's what I like to see. You know, when a fight's starting out, jab, double jab, triple jab.
I think this is the first one we saw where we didn't go right at it, right intense. And I was wrong. I predicted that we would see the same thing. I mean, two lightweights here ready to fly. So.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it as we move on through the round. Oh, nice uppercut from Red, followed by the left hook. Nothing landing substantially, but just the shots that they're putting together.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, two very experienced boxers, too. So.
See what Red does such a good job. He jabs in from his range, and then he does a half step back. So Blue's kind of out of range. He can't really answer and give back right away. He's going to spend a little more time figuring out Red, and then we'll see him put some shots together.
Red's going to try to move in with using that jab into a combination anytime he can, but there didn't work out.
Oh, big body shot from Blue. He did a good job of changing his level very quickly. Went to the head, then dropped straight down. A
good response from Red, too. But again, there's a big one. Still kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah, it's tough. In Blue, you see how his feet are so sideways? It's tough when you're the shorter guy to get in quick when you have that's more of the taller man stance. It's tough to get in because you can't do the tights and you can't really do the side to side as easily. It slows you down a little bit. But he'll figure that out. Open up the front foot a little bit. Kind of just depends on what you've seen in the past. And this is where Red, he's trying to walk his way, and he needs to jab. The first one can miss, and then you put the next few together. Landing a straight two down the pipe, shortening it up. And you're seeing Blue, which normally the taller one is in the Philly shell, you know, but you're seeing the shorter guy in the shell here, which leaves it's kind of easier for a tall guy to chop down and hit a right hand.
Again, he's got the higher ground, and with that stance, he's able to kind of corner him in a sense. Look to get that angle and set up any combination that he's looking for. There's a big right hand.
And you know, when you're seeing the tide turn, when you land a few big shots like that, you're the taller guy. You don't usually aren't the one pushing the other guy back.
Right,
you're usually on your bike a little bit, right? But he's taking control in the ring gentlemanship right here. You're seeing it.
A ring general.
Yeah, I mean a big right hand coming off Red, and it's coming so well because he's throwing his jab and his hook, not even super worried about it, just setting up, open up the hands for a big right hand. This is where stylistically Blue's going to have to switch up a little bit, go to a higher guard and open up, be a little bit more square so he can press in quicker. So he can be the aggressor and make Red fight backing up. Red's having way too much success coming forward with his punches. See that half step back to the two is beautiful. The right to the right hand.
It's been working.
Oh my God. Both of them landing big shots at the bell. Both of them. It wasn't just after one, bell, literally. Yeah, sorry, after the bell.
So we're even. We're even.
And that's where the chin gets tested, the chin check, because if you're both landing big shots, who is that impacting more coming into the second round? Red did a great job of hitting his shots and getting that little half step back, which gave him some opportunity just to pull the right hand onto Blue. And like I said, it would be great for Blue to come in. Not everyone knows a lot of different styles, especially when you're learning. He's almost has to take on, you know, the hands high, come in, bob your head side to side if you want to work around Red, because you might have to eat a shot with your hands to get in and fire. You know, Red's doing just his range management is too good at this point, but Blue can make some adjustments and make it a little bit more difficult for Red.
Absolutely. Again, it's clear that Red has kind of been controlling this with his stature and with his game plan, but there's still lots of fight left here.
You know, Red's doing a good job with that right uppercut, too. Every time Blue ducks his head, he looks for that uppercut. Right there.
Right there.
Yep. I mean, it's just he's doing such a good read of Blue's defense. And see how Blue's so sideways, right? This is like, you're the shorter guy. You have to square up a little bit more so you can you want to be able to dip to your left and not just be stuck going the one way.
He doesn't have a lot of room to move in, or better yet, movement to
side to side. Yeah,
exactly.
Blue has a beautiful shot to the body, that right hand to the body. So he's got to use that more, because then he can get to the left hook to the body, which is the liver shot, which is the ender, fight ender.
That could be it. It could be the dagger.
But he's got to go back. That he had success. Blue's got to go right back to that body and finish with the 3 upstairs, with the hook upstairs. The control of the ring right here from Red is outstanding.
Yeah, it's been very impressive ever since the beginning of this fight.
Yeah, his spacing, his range. And he's doing a really good job with the high guard. Brought his left hand back a little low and got hit with the overhand from Blue. This is where Blue, don't tie up. This is the space you want to be in. Let your hands ring out.
Yeah. He's been hunting for that all fight.
See how he jumped back, got that in and out, right? That's what you want to get in the shot range and get out of range. Oh, and that right hand he's throwing is so big.
There's that uppercut again.
What's impressive with Red is he's pulling, when he's in tight, he's pulling his head offline. So knowing he's in with a shorter guy that can throw short shots, he throws his shots offline, which is fantastic. Where his long punches, he keeps his head a little bit more center, right?
Yeah, and again, very impressive for a tall, lanky guy like himself. It'd be harder to do with that range.
At this point, Blue has to turn it into almost an ugly fight. That was bad to say, but I mean, he has to press in and try and just let the volume fly, because he's not able to outbox Red right now.
No, absolutely not. Rahal Mourabit in the red, and Gabriel Rodriguez in the blue.
And Blue, see, he's doing a good job. He'll block those jabs, but he's got to answer. That's the problem, and it's tricky because if you watch Red, he's going to hit the shot, but he's going to pull back a little bit, and then Blue's feeling like, oh, he's out to see that shot. Yeah. He's out of range, right? He's like, I can't unleash.
This could be on Blue to try to rewrite the script in the third.
When your body's really sideways like Blue, what's tricky is to get your right hand off without making such a massive commitment, right? So if you don't want to overly commit to somebody that is actually so accurate like Red.
Yeah, he's just been on the ball all night tonight.
You know, and not as a tall, long fighter, these guys, they're so intense. There's no hearing of the bell whatsoever. This fight.
Can't hear anything in here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, streaming on MTC Windsor's YouTube. Thank you for joining us, and if you haven't, give us a subscribe on this channel. Plenty more to come as we lead up to our main event. Hunter Lee, his last amateur fight, taking on Gerard Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Red is in full control of this fight. It's a great learning experience for Blue, because he's going to realize you can't outbox everyone, because you can tell he knows how to box.
Oh, yeah.
But when you meet a guy that's taller and longer and he has the same boxing chops as you, you have to know different styles so that you can beat. Like, if they're beating the style that you like to fight, you have to change up the style. They say styles make fights, and that's just it. If he were to come out and he's got to open his feet up, and he's got to get out of that bladed stance so that he can get more shots off. When you're bladed, your right hand feels so far away that it's really hard to pull the trigger on the right hand.
Absolutely. You got to adapt. You got to adapt as the fight goes on. There's still a chance, like I said, for Blue to rewrite the script here and put himself in the driver's position, but he's only got 2 minutes to do so.
So Blue did a good job when he first came out. His feet were wider. He was able to get that right hand off much easier. Right there, too.
Yeah, there's the adaptability that you have to implement.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's opening up and pressing forward. And this is where Red's impressive, because he doesn't run from it. He'll sit in the pocket and bang, and that's not usually what you expect from a taller guy. So he's doing an amazing job of playing with different ranges.
Yeah, impressive responses at different ranges, like you said, going to the body, answering those headshots. Right there almost again.
You know, you can tell that Blue listened to his corner, though. His corner's like, listen, if you don't do something, I'm throwing in the towel. So you need to go out there and let your hands go, and he's doing a good job listening.
And as we can see, he's definitely in the deficit here. So it's time to put up or shut up. This is the only time to do so.
What Red just did right there, he went back with the two, like with the right hand. He stepped back as he threw the two to recreate some range, which is really advanced. That's like it's really hard to fight someone who can understand that.
Again, we talk about how experienced these two are, but maybe a little bit of an edge in one corner than the other in regards to experience.
Yeah, I think that Blue's probably used to outboxing people. And he's just met someone that's longer and can box. Red does a really good job with some of the short shots, pulling his head right off line, so he's difficult to hit. And that's the range Blue has to fight. Instead of tying up, which is sometimes natural instinct, that's the great opportunity for him to let his hands go. Good cover up. That was good. It's better than that Philly shell he started the fight out with.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful.
Fly,
That's
yes.
the exact work that I was talking about. That square up Mike Tyson. You got to be able to go left and right. You're going to find those angles, and it's going to open Red up a little
Nice
bit.
jab from Red, though.
So what Red does is he throws an offbeat jab off his front foot, and so it's really hard to time a catch on that or play defense on it.
It's working well for him.
Yep.
Oh, again.
That speed. When so many people focus so much on power, Red's thinking about speed, then he's getting the power shots because he's creating it off of speed.
And great defense, too. Again, that defense is really coming into play.
We've seen a lot of tall fighters today really utilize their range well, but be able to fight on the inside. Like, we're seeing a lot of high-level stuff. You know, and it's unfortunate that it took to this round for Blue to figure out, like, put his hands up, square up a bit, find those angles.
Yeah, so
because I think he would have been well served right from the jump instead of that Philly shell he was trying to work with.
it just takes time, and this could be another one for the fans to see down the line again. If they only had 3 more rounds, who would take this one as this one wraps up?
What a great job. Great adjustments from both of these fighters.
No doubt about it. I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Neither fighter has anything to be ashamed about, no matter what the result may be for this one. Kara Rowe will be back on the call for the next fight, but first she's going to be in the ring as our ring announcer. As we're live here on MTC Windsor's YouTube channel for WinCity Fight Night, live from the Serbian Center in Windsor, Ontario.